Hello, welcome to this Business Coach Kit training session. In this session, we're going to talk about the coaching system, talk about how it works and where to find things. At the end of this coaching session, you'll have learned where these resources are, what you can do with them, and how to navigate the system. We won't cover actual coaching activities. The coaching system is really three different things. Firstly, there's a comprehensive collection of guides, templates, tools, the things that will help you working with your client. The second thing is a systemization planner, which is where you structure your work with the client, decide how to take it forward, schedule the work, and demonstrate progress. And the third thing is a process and management pack, which is a collection of tools for you to use, really, just to run meetings and make sure that your coaching works well.
So let's take a quick run through the Coach portal. So here's the main screen. Down here we can see we've got the coaching system. And here are the coaching system resources. So we have resources, which is guides and templates. We have a pack to help you actually create coaching. We have some tools that you can use with your clients or for ClickBait, and we have some questionnaires that you can use with your clients or actually in the sales process. So under resourcing, we have the usual 8 areas: direction, planning, marketing, sales, operations, people, money, and systemization. And within each of those, you have a couple of dozen resources. So this is about business direction. You can see various strategic tools in here, guidelines, what is strategy, how do you value your business, so on and so forth. And you'll also have an exercises folder under each area. So this is exercises under business direction. So we've got 2 workshops, strategy and vision, and the various exercises that you can use in those workshops, or indeed a different workshop if you want to create one. So that's resource part. The process and management pack. These are all templates, guidelines, tools that you'll use whilst coaching. So you've got meeting agendas and guidelines. You've got the tools we use, KPI sheet and systemization roadmap. Under the tools section, these are all spreadsheets, so you can see a whole load of very useful tools you can use with your clients, or again, you can use them for ClickBait on your website. Finally, we have the questionnaires. So questionnaires in each of these areas. These are download PDFs. Here's a questionnaire you can work through with your client or with a prospect.
So let's take a quick look at the systemization planner. So on the Coach portal main page, you'll see your list of clients here. And each client has their own systemization planner. In the systemization planner, we have the analysis of how they spend their time. This is how they spend their time now, how they'd like to be spending their time, with little diagrams to illustrate that. And you can have a fruitful conversation with them in this particular area, both whilst you're coaching them and before, as a pre-sales tool. This dial here indicates how systemized their business is. At the moment it's not systemized at all, this particular example. But as you go through with the client, carrying out actions to improve their business, this systemization planner dial moves. It's quite useful as a way of keeping track of how you're helping your client to progress. So the actual planner has these dimensions down here. So we've got strategy and vision, marketing, delegation, accountability, planning, KPIs, operating manual, and management team. And you can work with your client on all or any of those areas. Usually you'll focus on a particular area that they feel most strongly about or that they feel is weakest, but if you wanted to, you could go down and set actions for all of those. Across the top you see we've got 4 stages from 0 to 3 for each dimension. So each of these has got a textual description of that stage. So strategy and vision, stage 0, we never discuss or work on our business vision or strategy, and they exist only in my head. And you can see that as they progress through the stages, they are working towards what we might call a model business. So we have a strategy that is written down, understood by everyone, and has been turned into KPIs. For each dimension you have an assessment where they are now, called current state. So let's move to 1. You can see where they'd like to be, preferred state. So perhaps this client wants to be at stage 3. So you can see this is the gap, the red bar here. So they're here, and clearly the first thing to do is to go from stage 1 to stage 2. And when you change the current state, the suggested action for your client, or you and your client, changes. So to go from stage 1 to 2 in strategy and vision, this is the action that's suggested. When you click on that action, you get a brief note as to why that action is relevant, what it means, what the benefits will be. And here you'll get a list of resources, 2 in this case, that will help you and your client directly with that action. So you can either print these off and give them to the client right now, or you can print them off yourself offline where you're away from the client. Read up on them, make sure you're happy with them, and then perhaps send them to the client. And these resources are within the coaching system, so you can go direct and find these resources. So you're not limited to these, but these are the ones that are really relevant with that particular action. So this really helps you, guides you through systemization coaching with a client. So in summary, you manage your work with clients using the Systemization Planner. Systemization Planner gives you direct access to the resources you need at every point during that coaching process. Beyond those particular resources, there are a host of other resources that you access directly through the coaching system, through the coach portal, by drilling down through some folders. And there's a process and management pack which contains useful guides and templates for you in terms of how you run your coaching. Okay, that's it.